Senior Fellow at Yale University, joins us from New Haven, Connecticut. Stephen, thank you for your time. 1% expansion in the second quarter. Is that your baseline assumption as well? And could it mark the bottom for the Chinese economy?
Well, it's tempting to say that there'll be a repeat of what we saw in 2020 when the economy collapsed at nearly a 7% year-on-year rate, and 4 quarters later was soaring at 18%. But I think it's unlikely that that will be the case, Sri, given the intense pressures on the global economy that are just starting to emerge, that will intensify as central banks raise interest rates in response to a much worse, more intractable inflation problem than had been envisioned. So there's a good deal more monetary tightening and downward pressure on the global economy to come. And then finally, I mean, unlike the Wuhan strain, when the lockdown was lifted and it was sort of a clean snapback, we're talking about these various variants of Omicron which keep reappearing. So it's, I think, a real stretch to conclude that this will be a comparable all clear sign. So I think the economy is going to recover. There's been some infrastructure centric stimulus, but the recovery trajectory will be far more muted.
Do you fear that we could see even negative growth in future quarters, Stephen, possibly even a recession in China, or is there a prospect for stabilisation and a recovery in China's economy in the second half of the year?
Look, China is in many respects like any other economy. When you have a weak recovery, you lack the cushion that would enable you to withstand subsequent shock. So China's going to have a weak rebound, and so it will remain vulnerable to another shock. It could be another lockdown. It could be, any one of a number of possibilities that we can't even imagine right now. So the possibility of a recessionary relapse for any economy, including China, cannot be overruled in the type of climate that seems most likely to prevail.